Pitkin can be so condescending. Yeah.
I recently started watching videos of professors reacting to student reviews from Rate My Professor, and I came away feeling disgusted by a lot of the bad attitudes that the professors had. Now, I don't know these people, and we can't let a little clip define somebody's entire character, but I think these do speak to some major problems in universities right now. So let's watch some clips and see how these folks respond to student feedback.
She's unprepared and unprofessional. She doesn't put any thought into what she's saying. Clearly, she must have better things to do. Yes, I do.
So, she feels entitled to show up to work unprepared and without a sense of professionalism simply because she feels that she has better things to do. My suggestion is that she either stop teaching and focus on whatever she feels is more important, or put a teeny bit of effort into actually prepping for class so that her students are actually challenged to think and grow.
She favors frat stars. Well, you just can't please everybody, can you?
Nobody suggested that this guy needs to please everyone. They simply pointed out that he shows bias in favor of a particular kind of student, which is unethical by most university standards. The fact that he acknowledges it on camera is kind of crazy. Imagine if the student said, "He favors white students," and this guy responded, "Well, you can't please everybody, can you?"
I checked about 9 years ago, and then decided not to check again. It's not very complimentary, so...
What exactly did she go on to Rate My Professor expecting? An endless stream of compliments? Of course there are probably going to be critical reviews. Now this lady could be a great professor, I don't know, but the fact that she hasn't looked at her Rate My Professor page in 9 whole years tells me that she probably doesn't handle criticism very well.
It's not very complimentary.
Moving on.
Professor Reed's somewhat carefree, nonchalant attitude, coupled with the fact that he doesn't seem to know anyone's name, even those who participate regularly in class, gives off the impression that he really doesn't care. Who gives a shit about this?
Clearly he doesn't. I mean, his student literally just told him that he feels...
that he really doesn't care.
And this guy just confirmed it by demonstrating that he does in fact not care.
Who gives a shit?
Props to him for his honesty, I suppose.
Wow, Dr. McNeil runs a class called Teaching to Teach. Does she have a lesson on when it's okay to turn off the podcast? Hashtag referred you to the Honors Council. Bring it on. I am the Honor Council.
I am the Senate.
Jokes aside, this lady is bragging about her ability to get away with bad behavior in her own class by using her authority to her advantage. That's kind of crazy.
He's a funny guy who talks more about himself than class material. Can't argue with that.
I've had a lot of professors like this throughout college, both in my undergrad and during my master's. They talk about their life stories, all the famous academics they rub shoulders with, and what they ate for breakfast. But when it comes time to talk about the material they are supposed to be an expert at, they are sometimes more incompetent than some of their own students. This is one of the areas where at first it might seem like a harmless kind of professor, but they perhaps do more harm than even the mean professors because they simply don't teach. They get away with it because many students are only in college because they think it's the thing to do, and they don't care about the education as long as they pass the class. So the combination of lazy, off-topic professors and mediocre students is kind of a match made in heaven. And from what I've observed, it's a big driver of academic and social degeneration. As long as professors are willing to capitulate to the demands of slack-off students and instead waste everyone else's time telling stories about their cat, this trend will continue. Now, to be fair, since these professors are on camera, they might think that they're supposed to be snarky, kind of like how celebrities react to mean tweets. But as you saw, most of the student feedback was pretty mild, so I think my observations are fair on the whole. I've got another video just like this one featuring more professors coming out soon, so subscribe if you'd like to be notified. If I get enough subs to be monetized, I'll be able to work more frequently on videos.